Lynn, you also said hookup culture has literally ruined dating. I don't trust anyone and hate going out with guys because they always try something thinking it's okay, and I won't just hook up with someone on the first date or outside of a relationship. Also, fun fact, something funny to, the celibacy thing. Yeah. So do you have like, and maybe some of the other girls here might also have a standard on this, do you have like a hard and fast rule when it comes to how quickly you'd hook up with a guy? Like, is it...
Yeah, I feel like I put it kind of harshly. Like, it's not like, oh, we have to be, like, I have to be your girlfriend in order for us to have sex. Like, I think, and I mean, I'm not even saying that I wouldn't have sex with someone the first time we hang out. Like, if it feels right, it feels right. But
never say never.
And, like, for me, too, is, like, if I say no, then don't push it. And if you do push it, then, like, it's a hard no. And that's my thing is, like, with the guy who I just hung out with, like, he kept trying to, like, touch on me. And I was like, dude, stop.
Yeah, that's a yikes.
And so, like, I mean... It's just situations like that. But yeah, my thing is like, I don't know what it is about me, but whenever guys hit me up to hang out, I'm like, all right, we can hang out, but like, just so you know, it's very unlikely like that anything's gonna happen. They're like, oh yeah, that's fine, like I just want to hang out. And then they'll try shit, and then I'm like, no. And then they continuously do it. So in that factor of like, I don't like going out with guys because I've just been in that situation a lot of times. And it's like, it sucks because it's like, I'm not opposed to the idea of having sex. Like, it has been a really long time since I have had sex. But it's just, I'm not going to do it with someone who's not going to respect, like, my basic boundaries.
That's another difference between...
She's not laughing at you. She's laughing at Nick.
That's another difference between body count, too. What she just said, a woman touches me, I'd never say no. Like, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to be repulsed
I've turned
or
down,
disgusted.
I've turned down.
No, I've turned down probably twice. I've probably turned down 2 women. And that was just because I just wasn't attracted to them and they was just trying to force themselves on me. But most of the time, most men are not going to tell a woman, no, don't touch me. Like, women, y'all opt to go months, weeks, years without sex. If a man has the opportunity to go months, weeks, or years without sex, when he can have it anytime he wants, he's going to have it anytime he wants. That's also a difference. Like I said, we're sexually dimorphic. It's exhibited in our behaviors.
There you have it, folks.
The one thing I will add, though, is I have turned down men who, like, I was sexually, like, attracted to.
Straight into the mic.
Sorry. I have turned down men that I was, like, sexually attracted to. It's just a matter of, like, I'm not going to do it just to do it. Like, I'm not going to, if I see someone who I'm like, oh, like, you're really hot, like, I would have sex with you, that's not enough for me. Like, I can, like, a 10 could walk in the room right now, and if he was like, oh, let's hook up right now, I would still say no, because for me, it's, like, more than just the act.
Yep.
So that's it for you guys. You just take no accountability, no responsibility.
What do you mean?
You just you have sex because that's just the way that men are. Like, you're not going to take any like accountability for like saying no because, you know, like we discussed, like women also look for men, like women with low body counts or virgins also look for men with low body counts or virgins. But you're just like, oh, we're men, it's just the way we are, so you're going to take no accountability.
Well, it's the reality of the situation. It's not about avoiding accountability. It's about realistic expectations.
Can you not have self-control?
It's about realistic expectations. You can in theory, but will you find a man who actually demonstrates that to the degree that you're talking about? Highly unlikely. That's just the reality.
It's not that hard to just
according to you, it's not hard for a woman to, but once again, you're not a man.
For men too.
You're not a man. So you can't say that. And you won't find men who agree with you in that regard.
I mean, again, it just goes back to it depends what circle you're a part of, where you're meeting.
No, it depends on it's biology.
Like, no, part of it is biology, but you can absolutely exercise self-control.
Are you talking about dick discipline?
Yeah,
if that's what you want to call it.
Basically, that's what you're talking about. And like I said, in
like,
theory,
you can't just like use that as an excuse and be like, oh,
that's
we
not
men,
an excuse.
we sleep
that's not an excuse. That's called an explanation. It's an explanation.
It is true that men have
like I acknowledge that biology is different.
Yeah.
I acknowledge biology is different.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is you're operating on should be's. What you think? Why can't this happen? Why can't this be?
Well, it just sounded like you were like using that as an excuse. Like, oh, like
no, that's
the
how
way we are.
That's
so
how you
we
interpret
get away with it.
I'm explaining human behavior.
I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm explaining human behavior.
Word. We got a chat here. We have. Hold on.